back to catching up with the walkers. Thanks for stopping by. We have finally made the trek outside because fall is upon us.
Yes, feels really good out here. Before I came out, I said, well, hi, Sue. How are you? Before I came out, I said, do you think I need to wear a hoodie? And Gary's like, it's just 70 degrees outside. Or it is 70 degrees outside. I'm like, that's kind of cold.
I said it's 70 outside and 72 inside, so it's really not that much.
Okay, Sue, you want to be on camera? She's like, I can't drink my coffee because she's nudging my arm.
Hey, Greg, School Clips, good morning.
Say hi, guys. See, you don't want to be on camera. You just pretend. All right, run along.
So Sue has her
Go over there to Gary or something.
her ideas that she always wants to be on camera if we're out here recording.
Good morning, Bluegill and Bass and Robin and Lori. Carol, Jackie, good morning, Patricia.
So good morning to everybody getting on. We wanted to jump on here and say hello because it's been about a week.
Hello, Tracy. Sorry, I didn't bring out the iPad. I'm trying to read off the phone.
You can have my phone.
Well, then I'm really looking down.
Well,
Would they rather me do this or this?
Because it looks like you're straining your eyes.
Cindy,
a little bit.
Shelley. I mean, I had LASIK 10 years ago.
So we are really, really busy right now in the middle of.
Buddy, Tracy, sorry.
I mean, you can't say every single person that comes in, but or we can talk to them.
Okay, I'll be quiet for a second.
So we were really busy with the Mays County Fair. So yesterday was rabbits.
Ow!
What did she do?
I don't know if she licked me or bit me, but it scared the poo out of me. Get away from me, cat. I don't like cats anyway.
Jeez.
Now I got coffee all over me. Luckily it didn't burn me.
Poor Sue. You almost scarred her
Sue.
with some coffee.
Now look at her. She's like, I didn't do nothing. Go on. That scared me really bad. I don't know if you guys saw that, but.
No, we'll watch it on the replay.
Jeez.
So Cassie just got scared by Sue the cat. She's a dog
I don't know what
person.
she did, but she was like, she didn't let you down, but okay, sorry. Mays County Fair. I'll be quiet.
So the Mays County Fair is upon us. Rangers did his rabbits yesterday. You'll have to stay tuned for that to see how that came out.
We already posted on social media about it.
Oh, okay. But he came home with several ribbons. So we're going to be having a video over on Walker Farm Fam with the full details of how that went and show you guys a little bit of what our Mays County Fair locally has to offer. And today is the chicken show. So Mazzy and Ransom and Ranger, all three, are entered into the chicken show, and they'll be over there later today with chickens. So
Yes.
we wanted to get on here early this morning and catch up with you guys because we know it's been a little bit, and time to catch up.
Yeah, and we're sitting on our beautiful bench. The camera's a little high for you guys to see it, but you can, Sooners are peeking through there. So sitting on our beautiful bench from Altruistic Homestead and drinking our coffee. I got my MT Homestead shirt on that they gave us at the Southern Oklahoma YouTube meetup. So isn't that funny? You chose that shirt, I chose this shirt.
Well, that's funny, but I also noticed one other thing that was funny.
Oh, we have the same hat on.
We have the same hat on. I also noticed one other thing that was funny, because that wasn't what I was thinking.
What?
Hold your cup up. So we're running on faith and caffeine. That's how we do it here. We run on faith and caffeine. Faith first, because we are nothing, but we have faith in God.
I think it's backwards to them.
Is it caffeine and faith? I think you're good. Hey, Marge P. So
Yeah, Gary says that he does not want to match me or twin, but look, our cups go together, our shirts go together, our hats. Aww.
So stick around though, in just a little
He's not
bit.
gonna talk about it.
I've got a surprise for you guys.
The other cat's here.
If you saw, there'll be a fight in a second. If you saw the title, maybe you didn't pay attention to the title, but we have a little surprise. It's out there. I can see the surprise. So I'm going to bring you out there in a little bit, and let's see this.
Oh, they stopped.
Oh, they stopped.
All right.
Luca, you better be nice to Sue.
I'm not showing my awesome shoes. I just put on some penny loafers.
Sorry, I got distracted. But Sue and now they're going to fight again. So Sue and Luca like to play.
I guess we shouldn't have been worried about Joe as much as worried about Sue. They're not mean to each other though. It's just big cat telling little cat, you better recognize.
Well, and not only that, it's also Luca is so young and so playful that all Luca wants to do is play all the time.
Where'd that phone go?
It's right here.
Oh, see,
So-
I told you I'd forget to read it.
So
Go ahead.
Luca is just playing, but also at the same time trying to attack Susu a little bit. So it's fun.
So, like a big truck just went by. Like if the delivery driver pulls up, do we just say, "You want to be on our live chat?"
And we just put them on it
Do
and
we
see
just-
what they say.
Do we just pretend like, yes, squirrel, Brad? Brad, I really appreciate your nice comment on yesterday's video. That was very sweet. Well, I won't say sweet. That might be embarrassing. That was very nice of you. Good morning. I thought I heard a kid walking around. What is it? 7:44. So Ransom's got soccer in a little bit. Then we got the chicken show. Actually, we're gonna go stop at the fair on the way to the chicken show. People say they couldn't hear us.
One person said turn up volume, so
Oh.
we tried. So hopefully you can hear a little better now.
Also, I was just telling Gary, I think I need to get my phone cleaned again. So
But we had a lot of people on here, and that was the first time somebody said something.
yeah,
So
and we're on a cell phone out here with no mic, no big mic. So, but yeah. So we got soccer, chickens. What was the other thing? Take care of a farm. Eat at some point.
yeah,
Good morning, Scott.
he said it sounds good up there. So as far as catching up, a lot of things have been going on lately. Obviously, we talked about the fair. What happened before the fair? Do you remember?
We got our hay bale.
Oh yeah. So the Amish came back for our fall cutting of hay, and they finished that up and made 63 bales of hay. So we got 70 on our first, 63 on our second. So that's great news because that means we're going to have plenty of hay for the fall or for this winter. We usually try to get about 100 bales, and that's going to leave us 133, which I'm feeding goats this year, so I'll
Yeah.
probably need a few more extra. But at the same time, not a ton. So I think we're going to have plenty though, even with the new addition of the new farm animals. So that's pretty big for us.
Yeah. And a lot of people, I got so behind on the comments last night on the Amish baling hay and the arsonists that keep setting fires because we were at the fair. Usually I every so often check into the comments, read heart, thumbs up, we read every comment. But last night we weren't able to do that, so by the time we got in there was so many comments that we'll eventually get caught up on them. But most people were very understanding of why Sue do not knock that tripod over.
She's not gonna knock it over. She might move it.
You sound like you have so much confidence in her.
Come here, Susan.
She bites me again, and we're gonna have problems. Squirrel. Most people were understanding why we don't own our own hay equipment. I think you and I both talked about that. We didn't know that
Well-
each of us had talked about that, but it just doesn't make sense. Someone was like, I just priced a 6-year-old hay baler, and it was like over $15,000. So
And I think that would be maybe a good catching up topic for me one day is to go out and get MSRPs for a baler, a rake, a mower, and a tractor. All that's big enough.
All those things.
Yeah, because a tractor, some people don't know that either. You can't just do hay with any tractor. It has to be at least like 70, 75 horsepower or above.
well, and then the more you start using your tractor, then you got more maintenance. Like we use our tractor on the farm, but it's minimal. It's go out and brush hog so many times a year, move the hay, take down some fence, pull out some posts, or random things. But if you're going out there and driving on the
Hey, Brandon.
good morning, Brandon or Stephanie, then there's more maintenance involved,
Yeah.
which means cost or your time trying to fix it. So
Yeah, time is money. And whenever you work full time and your spouse works full time and you've got 3 kids and you also try to do YouTube, adding, another 8 or 16 hours on a tractor doing your own hay is just more time.
Well, and what was it, 2 years ago, when they were doing hay out here, it was at the neighbors, but they hit a coyote den hole, busted the whole axle or whatever. That put them out for several days, and so I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that comes along with it.
A few $1,000s.
Yeah.
So it's a
I'm
lot.
gonna sneeze.
Uh-oh.
So yesterday at the fair, they we were in the show ring, so there's like what's that stuff called? Shavings everywhere because animals use the bathroom. But then they turned on those big fans that are called a bad word that I won't say, and
Just really big fans.
yeah, just the name for them is
Big donkey fans.
yeah. But they turned those on to move around the air, and it was starting to get a little warm. My eyes started burning. Ranger started kind of breaking out right here, which he was a little bit nervous, but just the stuff in the air. I told Gary, I said, I'm going to be coughing and sneezing and hacking for a week after sitting in here for, what were we in there, almost 3 hours? And that stuff was just constant. So I feel like I ate chicken poop, sheep poop, all the things that had been in the show ring already.
Yeah, but we did get to go out and spend time in almost every single facility our county fair has to offer, and it is a super nice facility.
Oh, go ahead, you were gonna say that.
Yeah, a couple years ago, they went in and they tore down the old buildings that were there where they have offices, and they built brand new buildings, and they added a big event center. So they have a big event hall that will hold probably a max of about 1,000 people, but it has very nice concession stands, very nice bathrooms.
Well, then they remodeled the show barn. They did.
They completely tore down half the show
Well,
barn.
because it fell in. Remember that?
Yep.
I forgot about
And
that.
then they built up a new half of it, and then the half they didn't rebuild was already pretty new anyway. So they went in and they added brand new restrooms that are
Bleachers.
heated, air conditioned, and just super clean and nice.
And then they added that on the side where those picnic tables were.
yeah, they've
They
added
added all that.
so much, and it's really for a county of our size and our population, it's probably the nicest fairgrounds and fair arenas I've ever
For sure.
seen, and that's a big
Has a rodeo arena there too, as well.
yeah, which it's a little older, but
Cats are fighting again.
yeah, they're fighting like cats.
Joe, jump in there so we can say fighting like cats and dogs.
No, Joe doesn't do that. So, anyway, we said that because we're excited. If you caught a live last night from Keeping It Dutch and Hidden Heights Farm, they announced a event that's going to be going on this spring. March 19th is going to be the big day of Okie Homesteading Expo. So if you guys want more details, there's a YouTube channel and there's a
Dutch went live on his thing last night.
Instagram,
And then
lots of stuff.
there's a Okie Homesteading YouTube channel. Brandon can possibly link that if he can find it. Sometimes when they're newer, it's hard to find them when you search. And then there's a Facebook, there's an Instagram, gonna be a webpage, working on that. So we're honored that we were able to kind of be the event coordinators helping out with that.
amongst with other channels that are
Yeah.
helping coordinate.
So to do something as big, large scale as Hidden Heights and Keeping It Dutch is hoping, it takes a lot of hands and feet. So we just been trying to help contact sponsors and give away people and logistics of how we should make it all work, and it's just been awesome.
And there's going to be a lot more to come. So just if you subscribe to those channels as the announcements come out, so as they announce speakers
I know last
and
night
more
I was
detailed
like,
plans.
tell them who all's coming because it's going to be awesome.
So just stay tuned for that though, because you guys, if you're in the area at all and you're into homesteading at all, you won't want to miss it because there's going to be a lot of knowledge shared that day. So just
Pryor, Oklahoma, March 18th is the main big,
19th, right?
yes. Pryor, Oklahoma, March 19th is the main big all-day event. There's some things the 2 days before, but it's more, there's more details about that coming and having to buy special tickets. There's just a process that comes along with some other things we're doing, but they, they're wanting it to be well organized, all that. So it's going to take time to establish all of the details in the website and all that. But they wanted to announce it, one, because it's hard to
Thanks, Brandon. For
it's hard to
adding that
not
link.
tell something so exciting, but two, they want people to start planning on coming, and they know some people need to talk to their work 4, 5, 6 months out, or take off, or different things like that. So anyway, super excited about that. More details to come. I set up the Instagram, and people were already following it when there was nothing on there, because I think they saw all of us was following it, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's probably getting recommended to them to follow.
And then they were like, what's this about?
Yeah, but it's going to be one of those things like we've never had here in Mays County before. You don't really see those types of events, so I'm just excited to have all that, all of the topics that are going to be going on in one place at one time on one day. It's really going to make it worth somebody's time. Say if they want to drive 6 or 7 hours out of state or across the state a few hours, it's going to make it worth their time because
They're going to learn so much.
yeah, there's not only going to get to have a good time, but they're going to get to go away with knowledge, and that's I think what people really need these days.
And knowledge
is
from
that-
experts. Like, we do farming and we do different things, but expert, legit people coming in to teach you it, not Gary and Cassie.
Well, and a lot of times it's not, and so YouTube's a great platform for it
Yes.
too. So I'm not saying you'd have to go there to get it, but maybe you've watched 5 or 10 YouTube videos and then you write down all your questions about the topic. Well, then you get to go to something like this and discuss it with other people that are doing the exact same thing and get feedback instantly. And maybe you have an idea you want to try and you talk about it and they're like, no, don't do it this way, do it that way, because this is what's worked for me. So stuff like that is really invaluable, because if you have a small homestead like us and you're putting up quite a bit of resources into it, I talked to my neighbor yesterday. He's building a really small pen for horses. He spent over $1,200 on material. Well, if you spend all that money to build a fence, you don't want to do it just one time. Like you want, I mean, you don't want to do it more than one time.
Trial and error. You want to do it right the first time.
You want to do it right the first time. So, like, if you're, say, for instance, raising meat chickens, JoJo's going to guard them. So if you're raising meat chickens, you want all the knowledge you can get prior to the day of processing those meat chickens. You don't want to mess it up because you've already put hundreds of dollars into the birds, the grain, the pens, everything to get that natural, organic, antibiotic-free, free-range meat chicken. Well, if you don't process it right, all that money goes to waste. So being able to get feedback instantly from people that have done it before is really going to be worth something.
Well, and they talked about, a lot of us went to the Ozark Homesteading Expo, and that's kind of where they got their motivation and idea, what's the word I'm looking for? Their, whatever. And there was people there when we went to the solar thing. It's something Gary and I have kind of talked about. It's something that Dutch really needs and is doing. And so we were able to hear everybody else's questions and that have already really looked into it and are like they're ready to go. And then Gary was able to ask the guy once it was like over and he was just walking around a few questions and tell him more about our house and our setup. And then we were able to come home and think about, is that something we want to go towards? Is that something we want to do?
Yeah. And now we know exactly what it would take so we could start saving up for that.
Hey, Stephanie, Mrs. Rustic Woodworking Family is now in here. So sometimes, which Stephanie gets on to Brandon for doing the same thing, seeing their name and then, hi Stephanie, and everyone's like, who's Stephanie? Because it says Rustic Woodworking Family. But we're all just friends, so.
And the cats are still fighting, so if you see me looking over there and laughing, Luca, our newest cat, likes to run around Sue with his back hunched up, like down on the prowl, and just runs around in circles, and waiting for her to make a move. And as soon as he makes a move, they jump in and start like going at it. But then they separate. They're just having fun.
Yeah. So we got about 3 more minutes, and then we need to get the kids ready.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're going to end. I'm going to take you guys out to see the surprise. So, want me to go ahead and go get the 4-wheeler?
Oh, You're going there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna walk
Yeah,
through all
go get
that
the
tall
four-wheeler.
grass. So I'm gonna go get the 4-wheeler, and
I forgot you said that.
I'm gonna bring you guys out and show you the newest surprise that I'm really excited about here
Bye,
on Walker
Scott rambling
Farm.
with the brooms. Sorry.
It's okay.
People say I keep cutting Gary off, but I really don't mean to.
Just because you don't mean to doesn't mean you don't.
Did you guys hear him? Just because I don't mean to doesn't mean I don't. Colleen, hi, how are you doing? Gary's gonna go get the 4-wheeler. He's gonna take you guys out on a special adventure to see a surprise. So let me get y'all pulled up here. Working with Wiley. Howdy, howdy. That must be Wiley's from Altruistic Farmstead. I'm sorry. That must be who that is. Yeah, Steph, like, you know how it is, how mom brain is? Like, if you don't say it when you're thinking of it, and if you wait a minute or two till they're finished, then you're like, I don't remember what I was gonna say. So, I mean, I'm not doing it to be rude, but some people on that side think I am. Linda, thank you all for all you do. Your family is on the top 5 each other. Oh, thank you so much, Linda. That's very kind of you. We truly appreciate those kind words. We hope that one day our kids can look back and see all their memories and look back and see that, oh, he must be gonna open the gate so he doesn't have to in a little bit. But anyway, we hope that it will continue to be a positive thing for our family. I'm gonna scoot you guys down a little bit because Gary's gonna be holding you on the 4-wheeler. I need this to be a little lower. And then put the legs up on the tripod. You want me to flip it around so you just have to hold it like this?
No, I was just gonna pick it out.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
But don't you want to flip the camera around so you can see what they're seeing?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, I want to do that.
Oh, okay. Don't drop my phone. All right, I'm going to head inside. I'll be watching and answering comments.
My phone's right there if you want to answer.
And you guys have a great day. Have fun with Gary on a little adventure. Don't let him drop my phone.
All right, so sorry about the shake. So, let me spin you around real quick so I can show you how pretty the hay and the sun looks over here. So sorry about that. Cassie had the Wi-Fi on instead of the phone internet. So now we're back. All right, so I made it down to what I wanted to show you guys. And if you can see over my shoulder right there, we have a brand new baby calf that is probably the prettiest calf we've got so far this year. So she's gonna run over to her mama, but I'll get over there closer to her in a second. So I'm gonna get up closer in just a second, but this calf is a Hereford cross. So her mama is a purebred Hereford and the dad is a full-blood Angus. And so what happens is you get that cross and you get a black calf with a white face, also known as a black baldy calf. Babies. All right, there's the surprise. The prettiest little black baldy calf here on Walker Farm. It's our newest addition to the farm. I couldn't be more happy with how that little calf turned out. Hey, Mama. And these Herefords are very docile. They are one of the best breeds as far as being gentle and just being a good mama. Of course, the baby's hiding right now behind Mama, so let me see if I can. Hey, Mama. I ain't gonna hurt you, baby. You know that. So Bandit, that's a good name. So that's one thing I was thinking about was what name. I like the name Bandit. I also like the name Pulse. So to me, it kind of looks like a pulse going across its face like that. Kind of up and down. Hey, Mama. Yep. So let us know down in the comments, what do you guys think some good names are for this little new baby? And it looks like a little heifer. I don't see anything that says otherwise, so. So that's our newest calf. While I'm down here, I'll take you guys over to one or two more, and then we'll end it real quick. So, oh, let me do that. All right, here's the other two. Hey, listen. I'm not here to bother you. I just want to look at your calf, okay? So here's number 25's calf. And she's as gentle as the day is long. Hey, I'm not gonna hurt your baby. You be nice. Give me that sound. So there's calf number 2, calf number 3. You telling your baby to get back? All right, I'll leave you alone. You guys have a good day. All right, so I gotta get back to the house. We gotta head over to the fair. But I wanna thank you guys so much for watching, catching up with the walkers. We really do appreciate it. We hope you have a great day. God bless, and we'll see you next time.